in their view, has become unrepresentative. Organized in groups like TCDSU for All, this trend has seen a staggering growth from 5 members to 10 members in a span of 3 months. They represent a real force in student politics, and I fear that just one more meme on their Instagram page will rally the masses to their cause. No, jokes aside, the people who are advocating for a depoliticization of the union and against the political, radical, and left-wing student movement, which we have now thankfully become, are violently misinformed and have zero understanding of the political climate in which we operate. For years at Phil and his debates and in treaties and university times, we heard about how the union isn't big enough, that it's too co-opted, and now we have transformed this. Now we are doing something, and the people who don't want anything to change, that minority of people, are now complaining. Let's discuss representation, the motion at hand. The question of representation must be based on consensus of the majority, and I do contend that the student union represents the majority of students and acts in the interest of the majority of students. We tackle issues of social justice and stand up for those of us amongst us who are the most vulnerable. Representation is necessarily paired with campaigning, and the onus is on the student union to select which issues to campaign on. We have selected to further the value of access to education, having a roof over your head, tackling the cost of living, having enough money to buy groceries. Representation is making change for the better. And we do this as a student union. We represent students, we take action, and we try to grow a collective movement to tackle issues that we're facing. I asked, when it came to college proposing a 2% rent increase, what did we do? And making education more inaccessible. What did we do? We blockaded the Book of Cows. We wrote an open letter. We wrote a policy proposal. We got a rent freeze. When it came to colleges and EK's policy of not letting students eat their own food in the dining hall, what did we do? We organized a sitting, we organized national press attention, we conducted a survey, and we changed the proposal, and we changed the policy. When it came to a lack of lighting around campus, which poses a safety issue, what did we do? We surveyed the campus grounds, put forward a proposal to college, and 17 new places around campus are getting relighted as a result of that. When it came to period products, what did we do? We drafted a policy proposal that we got passed at the Student Life Committee, and college is going to implement within the next couple of months free period products across campus, like UCD did. When it came to underfunding of our mental health services, what did we do? We got national attention by creating a report, presenting this to the college authorities, and then going and occupying the department for further education, therefore standing up to the political parties that causes the issue of the cruel waiting list at counseling services in the first place. And we called out their ideology. We called out the political agents that are responsible for this. When it came to housing and how students are suffering from the housing crisis, being driven into homelessness, what did we do? We launched our housing survey report, again earning national media attention. We set up a housing rights officer. We launched a partnership with the Tenants Union CATU. We're advocating for more rights on campus accommodation by abolishing the open market policy. We are not no points. We are running a food banking goldsmiths. We have set up a bursary for access to sports. We have also set up a bursary for student parents. And when it came to Palestine, the genocide in Gaza, and how students don't want to be complicit in their institution having links with the terrorist state of Israel, what did we do? We blockaded front entrance multiple times. We blockaded the Book of Cows. We occupied a building on campus. We are representing your views, and again, students are overwhelmingly in favor of Palestine. So is Irish society. With 70% of people thinking that what is happening in Gaza is a genocide. We wrote letters, etc. When it came to students with disabilities and in general access to education, what are we doing? What did we do? We first of all created a comprehensive report on compliance with language surveys. We worked on the disability service with this. We're also conducting a survey that has at the moment 1,600 responses on lecture recording. How is that for engagement? We will create a report and use that to lobby and use that to create media attention so that we can lobby for more lecture recordings across campus. When it came to students having hidden costs in their curriculum, we worked with the Trinity College Library and the librarians to create a pre-budget solution that our national union is now using to lobby politicians about the issue of how much e-books cost, because the e-book industry is a very exploitative industry. When it came to proctoring, which is a very dangerous technology that hurts students' mental health during our exam period, we passed a policy at our National Students' Union signifying that we are not going to stand as a national student movement for anything like that. Of course, these simple actions are considered too political for some members of the student body, but it's a small minority. They think we shouldn't be able to call out the government, despite us having collected 500 signatures in a matter of 6 days for that. They can only get 10 people in their group chat, and only 25% of students support the government. They think that we shouldn't speak up for Palestine, despite the super majority of students supporting Palestine. Our tireless fight for students' rights should not be allowed, and is apparently not supported by the majority, despite the union having the most engagement in its elections since 2015. It is clear that the opposition to our radical student union are backseat drivers, armchair critics, who are opposed to our breathing, living, and engaged student movement, and who have nothing of value to say, because they're pushing a conservative ideology. Their mantra is that all should stay the same, whereas our mantra is that we are fighting for a better society. Thank you.